You know, VG had a fantastic day in the drafting booth as they managed to get their way all the way into this lower bracket final. It always felt like they had the upper hand in the draft. It's able to change the balance of the lanes, but they need to have that extra oomph to the charge forward. And Gambit, they'll end up having a 3-on-3 down on the bottom lane, looking to battle for this early rune. And already disruption, Thunderstrike damage, but the stun damage is all on top of Tuskar. Excess Vampire, he's in really, really deep. They're trying to battle in towards Eurus, but Vampire just cannot sustain through this. The Iron Shells felt like they were coming in a little late. The Thunderstrike damage was minimal. And VG Gaming, they feel really good to battle at level 1. Making life a living hell for this Storm Spirit.
One thing I really like this Shadow Demon for as well, mid lane.
Vortex, he's trying to drag it back in range of the tower. That's a lot of extra damage. A Fairy Fire from Ori, GPK, the damage, the range. This all been TA
and
this tournament.
And look at Gaben, thank you. He still needs farm of his own. This hero needs the team fight items, the pipes, the greaves, the sustain items that allow him to actually survive.
Get Naga in the jungle, leave Darkseer up on top. Yeah, you'll take that if you can. Shachlo in trouble once again. Eurus lining up for the stun, and this will be a very easy split earth and a kill onto the Darkseer for Vici Gaming.
Has been killed.
Such a scary tri-lane.
At least that's the upside. Eurus loses his boots as well as Magic Wand recipe. He's got regen, haste, arcane. I'm uncertain what the other...
I think that's already good enough, even if the fourth one wasn't very good.
Well, Dream's walking up towards Eurus. He just TP'd over towards the shrine, begins his TP out. SC disruption will be in time. And Naga in a world of hurt. I don't think that Courier wants to come in either. Springing into clarity. I don't know. Dream was in Fairyland.
Arcane Rune Storm.
Now Storm Spirit, yep, bottom lane, working with Shachlo. Keep those Iron Shells up. And DY will at least be the rebuttal, but your #1 net worth from Gambit. Trading off for a tree.
Especially good against the Darkseer for being able to remove the surge.
He's looking towards FNG. The tree line just respawned, so Eurus has to go around, and FNG, well, there you go. Eulceptor, Storm Spirit, if you're going to save him, now's the time to jump. Long jump forward. He's going to go a long way. FNG at least able to get the ulti down in time as well as the wall, so Eurus can't go anywhere. A big kill for GPK. And with that, he was one level behind the TA, now he's one level in front. Dreams TP out, successful. And then the efficiency play. TP back to the shrine, working with GPK. They both go back up to full health and almost full bottle
as well. Disruptor TPing in.
Even nicer. Shachlo, is he gonna? Yeah, they're wrapping around. Search is available, but Overgrowth being committed.
Is there an offlaner that asks to play this hero?
It's actually so hilarious watching Gambit, just like their mindset. It's all about team fight. Even just rushing an Aghanim except for Disruptor. Any kind of big disable they can get, they want. No one's showing themselves. In fact, it's just going to be top lane. Goodbye, Darkseer. No, Search, no, Purge, TP out. Oh, Disruption's already been used, but the damage output arrives with Purification and Edict going to work.
Yep, before the Naga Siren sleep is up. 60-second cooldown on that. Desolator on TA.
Dire do have a scan available.
This was all set up by that 15-minute smoke. That's exactly what they were going for. Really well played by Vici, playing their lineup to perfection so far, up by 5,000 net worth. That was the real concern for me. We've seen some big throws at the Roche pit from some teams.
Eulceptor's going to catch him, pick him up, throw him down, stun him up, kill him off.
Oh, and he has a nether shawl on Leshrac. That's so value.
His Overgrowth goes on cooldown, forced to commit it, but you'll take it. Bloodthorn, they're not that far ahead. Orchid is already ready to be properly revealed by the TA. Leshrac having the full Bloodstone completed too. Dire Observe Ward. Oh, Leshrac, the smoke's going to break. Very quick on the glimpse, making sure the Eurus cannot get that stun. FNG doesn't want to die. It just sets back his Aghanim Scepter. Shards fly forward, but VG have already closed the distance. Maelstrike will connect. He buys the Staff of Wizardry, at least saving some of his money. Are you still okay with that though? Because it feels like Naga's still able to get a lot of farm outside the map. She's higher net worth than the Leshrac. You could hold on, going high ground. Yeah, you can get hit by the huge combination, but it feels like you also then just take the risk. Like, at this point, you don't even care if the Darkseer dies. Like, he's going to try and Greaves and get himself away, but it won't happen. I suppose the combo is now gone, but it feels like as this game drags on, Darkseer does have buyback available thanks to the tier 1 tower dropping, so he's got the money. The man Gambit, they're not even defending. Like, no one's coming to this. The TV's coming in from Naga, Song of the Siren, now going to come out. Darkseer buys back.
Here it goes, Toby.
FNG's prepared for the wall and Storm, able to get both of them off with it back and the wall. Snowball keeping the AoE stun going. Templar Assassin dropping very quickly, but then again eating the damage. Shrek doesn't care. Where was your damage? Where was your life? Where was your hurt, Gambit? Eurus just goes ham, triggering the Bloodstone charge, gives himself a triple kill. That was the combination from Gambit that was meant to hit hard, but Vici Gaming.
Seeing the Omni Knight pick from the draft come into play, positioning from Yang on point, you think they're going to just burst their scores down during the Naga Siren into the Disruptor ultimate, but he just Guardian Angels, and they don't have enough magic damage to bring down the 2 cores. Suddenly, this wombo combo we've been waiting for, Vici has a big enough advantage, it doesn't matter anymore.
Like, I was kind of holding on to a little bit of hope to keep this game alive so it doesn't feel like a totally one-sided affair, but when Vici Gaming do that, like, look at FNG, like, all right, sell boots, sell everything I've got. He's got Negative Scepter, but they're just called GG. They're not even going to follow through with it. This game is done. 25 minutes in. Gambit, they went for something cute, but the laning phase did not set it up.
Too many games this tournament, we've been seeing teams just lose the laning stage by just a little bit too much to overcome.
The pressure is definitely on as Vici Gaming 1 game up, and it feels like, at least the way the panel leans into the draft, is also the way of Vici Gaming.
I like matchups like this that are just highly skill-based, reactionary, pump fakes, a lot of back and forths.
This is really fun from Gambit. This is actually almost kind of solving the solution, the problem they had in game 1. We actually had a small, oh wow, actually that damage to Dro Ranger. She might be in a lot of trouble. FNG right on top of the shield, could even just pop and kill him. But it's Access Vampire's base attack that gets the kill over on Eurus and gets Gambit off to a good start.
Definitely going to pay attention to the early to mid-game rotations from both mid laners. They can't really kill each other, but they can kill everyone else on the game.
They're wrapping around the back. PVW, the stun from Vampire did not come in time. It's not instant. That Curse Crown takes 4 ticks. Oh, looks like both sides are scared of it. And once again, this courier. This time we'll be able to get the delivery off to the Dark Willow. PYW is just here to try and contest the stack. And with the Boar Slow and the initial stun, putting in the Bramble, looks like Tiny will go down. Runs up the hill, but just doesn't have the movement speed to escape. But both of the dual lane is just pulled off. Oh, Dreamfield, pretty good to dive this. 9-1 charges, 6 infused raindrops to protect him. FNG standing by his side, but looks like PYW is going to TP down to bottom lane instead. Level 2 Avalanche throwing most of it into the Abaddon, throwing him up and towards the air, and
nice
Yang
kill.
Really ready to go on that level 3 Void. But Morphling gets revenge, nice and quick.
An even nicer kill. Overextending just a bit, but Gambit looking way better than the first game, as we said.
Such a nice guy, BSJ.
Thank you. It also leaves me at the chance of being wrong if I ever call you out, but GPK almost going to solo die to the Tiny here. They did have the ward to spot this out, but...
Careful. Phase shift and all, he's playing with it. The NS was wrapping around the back, and now GPK, the Void, gets him in time, playing around the Bramble. Yang with the fancy footwork. Vampire can get back to safety the tier 1 tower. Dream to take the tier 1 tower on bottom lane in the meantime.
Always get excited about the bounty runes, almost as good as the Kobold.
We all know Jelly is where it's at.
Yeah, but you only get that treat every now and then, you know, not every game.
Hey, isn't that what you gotta do for the invite parties now, or for like the after parties? It's just like, welcome to the little tubs of Royal Jelly.
Oh.
Initiation Dream.
Solo kill on the Morphling from the 4th position, Tiny.
Yeah, he needed to not be fully edgy shifted, and now Abaddon. He'll be okay. Borrow time will get FNG back towards the tower, but the Blink Dagger reveal.
Are they going to try to roach? They are smoked. I think they're more so just trying to boot this Beastmaster out of top.
You have a blink on Tiny. He's looking to kill. Radiant will scan. They won't find anybody, but Shachlo grouped up with absolutely all of his minions together. Torrent, ship, boat, everything they've got, and Yang kill secures from the lane. Maybe, but it feels like an easy lock-in. opens up the extra slots, because most of the draw range we've seen just keep stacking up heavy amounts of Wraith Bands, but Eurus only went for 2 of them with the treads.
Yeah, he's giving it to Ori. What a good teammate. And maybe Ori can even pass that off to the Night Stalker later on.
Ooh, X marks the spot. Looking to bring back once again. Puck, GPK, the primary target. Silence. That will be the Terrorize to buy some more time. He can phase shift and dodge that multi-shot, but the curse is out. They just want to hold Puck in position, but where's the more support? FNG is here. Again, another phase shift. Puck, he's going to blink away. GPK, he'll live through this one. Dragon Scale paying off. Tiny and well stuck. Well, they're the trade-offs. FNG will finally go down. He's gone through his borrowed time. But how much more can VG get out of this? Now they do get 3 of the kills, but the 2 cores they came here to kill will be able to survive. And a buyback on the Tiny. VG want to keep this pressure on.
I think that curse saved him, Toby.
What are you doing? He's still around. He stopped to farm up. He didn't realize the rest of VG was still there. Silence for such a long time. He's trying to strength morph through it. Can he actually wave out? No, he can't. Morphling is down.
There's jungle creeps to be farmed, Toby. They're right there.
He went fully. At the same time, VG Gaming doing the same type of thing. Dro. Oh, that is just such heavy bait.
Yeah, no BKB on him yet, so.
They're just out of range. They don't break the Tiny smoke. Now, okay, one more break the other. And no, Tiny, Avalanche, is anyone nearby for a toss? Ari's coming in range, so they get FNG tossed back over towards the rune point, but already the shotgun is up and running. So Tiny is down, FNG, a lot more of a survivable support, and the Dream Call is going to snap over on Yang. More support needs to be there, a Bramble, something. FNG will now go down. The sustain from Gambit, not feeling like it's just there, and they don't see enough. That's what VG will capitalize on. Making the most of that Dark Ascension. Yang chasing down the Beastmaster. No more support to come. Everyone else from Gambit's leaving it.
The chase potential is just ridiculous. The vision from the Night Stalker plus the X on the Kunkka.
I think we've just gone through all of our new items now. Quickening Charm. Last one to drop. Top lane, Beastmaster, Blink Brawl. They found their target. It's going to be over on the Tiny. GPK does so much damage so quickly. But the X marks the spot. Shachlo may not be able to live through this one. Nice Talker's already TPing in, and now the Dream Call once again with that split damage. He'll snap on both of them. The Bramble, they just can't outrun this. Such a horrible combination when you get Terrorized and Dream Call snapped.
But where's the follow-up? As long as you don't have Morphling there, nobody's really going to die.
There's a straight backup. And also there was one more. There was the sliver. For the Morphling
He's also got Spider Legs. Who's he going to give those to? One of my favorite neutral items.
Catching the puck. Got the silence off quick. Your Scepter Bramble trying to just interrupt them for the moment, but the silence just continues. And Puck cannot break free. Not even requiring a curse to get this kill. And Vici Gaming, you know what they want. They want Roshano to force the buyback on the Puck.
Not really an ideal way to counter it other than just buying a BKB, but then you're against a Drow and you just die to that damage. Overall, very hard to defensively itemize against this VG lineup. Turn that into a Roche, 3K advantage.
Don't you require a fire for that?
And it's not always sticking to the lore.
It's going to have a consistent temperature for a good fondue.
This is true.
Mid lane, Avalanche toss once again. This time it's going to be the Dark Willow getting caught out. FNG moving over. Maybe they're thinking they can punish the Tiny. Can't get the 4th hit. Now X marks the spot. Torrent not connecting correctly. And the Bramble messing up with Ori's timing, but here comes the Tiny once again, tossing back the Abaddon. It's a hard one to go for, but even better when Yang just blinks himself forward. Chasing after the Dark Willow, can't get the kill, just Shadow Realm TP away to safety. And VG Gaming really trying to get as aggressive as they can. Eurus just getting Night Stalker away from
Wyvern
them.
behind, got cursed, got roared, excuse me, in the river.
Oh, nice pick from Shachlo.
Yeah, he was trying to TP bottom, and Shachlo saw him. Really good initiation from him.
Now they go back into mid.
No buyback on Wyvern.
Borrow time triggered. Eurus, not a healthy man, able to get the gust over on Morphling, so silence for the Dream Call. Here we go again with the Terrorize. They'll both end up snapping with a big AoE damage. Draw Rangers down, they'll break the Aegis Immortal. Night Stalker, the next target still battling until this nighttime, but again they split damage. Axis, oh, he dropped a 49, but he's still alive. VG Gaming, are you happy just to get out? The Observer Ward saw Eurus for just a little bit.
Middle tower is under attack.
And Ari's going to be the man to present himself as he goes to defend the Tier 1 tower in mid lane. And if they can jump on him, they can remove a large portion of that team fight. But the Blink Dagger curse from Wyvern, he's back at the Tier 2 tower. He's in range. GPK attacking from the tree line. Able to take out the Tier 1 tower. FNG, that front liner, they've already lost the Observer Ward. They don't have any kind of extra information. And look at him. Again, FNG, the sacrifice. Oh, the TP! It did not complete. So defensive Eurus from the Dark Willow, he can't survive. FNG will be pulled back by the X marks the spot. The supports from Gambit just taking it for the team.
The new Drow able to push out lanes from a safe distance. A nice little perk for that hero who usually had issues ever showing in lanes.
So close to finishing Butterfly as well. X marks the spot.
He's all alone here. He's in no man's land. Looks like they're just going to try to take bottom tower in response.
I feel like FNG is just this walking ward, this walking information.
Vici's responding, TPing Wyvern.
TPing down. Finally, they do kill off the Abaddon. A good Eurus Scepter over on the puck. You know what DY wants to do. He wants to curse, however. Access Vampire caught out by Ori. The puck, Dream Call will allow him to get some distance over on Yang. Ori still looking to get that turn. He clips the back of GPK, but now the Roar, the turn. Kunkka has come forward to try and battle inside the Bramble with the E-Blade pop. Ori now able to get to the BKB. The damage from Dream, he needs the vision. He doesn't see him. Dream just TPs out. So does Ori on 1 HP. The run is good, but the stun as well. Dream can't get away. He meta styles out, but where is the way? Where is the path? The silence just continues forever.
There's just too much health. So much armor, so much raw HP. The boat buff is going to tick off just at the right moment for him, and he just TPs away. Meanwhile, the vision from Nightstalker just telling them that they can commit on whoever they see, because they can see not only the hero they're going for, but the heroes behind him, or lack thereof. Back to the game live, we do have the Beastmaster getting ran at, X'd from the Kunkka as well. No BKB to stop that, and he's just going to go down.
Now you can actually see FNG, little spider legs, can't make it through the trees.
That's going to set up Roche. Drow already hitting it. Full butterfly complete, hitting for 400 damage.
That may be enough that they can breach the high ground of Gambit. Already the wards being planted down by Tani, preparing for exactly that. They want to push through top, push through mid. Top lane, FNG. Always feels like he's the man that VG Gaming start any initiation on. And they go again. Eurus Scepter aggressive. They try and force off him around the Bramble, creating a little bit of extra space. The borrowed time will be triggered, and maybe the X mark spot pulls back a little bit too early. The curse, E-Blade save from Dream, but then it's like, oh, amplifying the damage. Nope, uncertain exactly what all these abilities are meant to be achieving until Yang jumps himself forward. The Dream Coil is out, but the damage output cannot be inflicted. He's BKB protected for the Nightstalker for the moment, looking for a stun of control on GPK. An all fly in once more. Nope, does not want to jaunt in. Fortification, protecting Gambit's base. Now you've got no Dream Coil, you've got no AoE control. You've got Beastmaster Roar, but what target do you want to go on? The Aegis Immortals on the Drow Ranger.
Barracks has fallen.
And you can't surprise them, so you just let the racks go.
He's going Ags on Morph, so maybe that's a glimmer of hope. He's going to probably turn into his Willow and have that Ags upgraded Shadow Realm.
They still 400 gold short. Now, Morphling. Jump forward from the Nightstalker, but it's the more impressive one from the Tiny on the side, almost just soloing the Dark Willow. Curse Crown will get a quick stun. It's a good 3-man Dream Coil, but they need to have a little bit more. Actually, the Winter Wyvern has gone down, so there goes that big control factor. And Dream, he's just beating down as hard as he possibly can in towards Ori. He changed into the Drow Ranger. Hence having that good range. Borrowed time now going to wear off for FNG, trying to walk back through the safety of the Bramble. But it does not last long enough, and now another jump forward from Yang. Searching for a target. GPK needs to be here for the defense. They're going to lose a second lane of racks. The root's on Dro, but that doesn't stop it from attacking. Yang again to the front lines. Dream trying to slow down Eurus. E-Blade pop, but the Lotus Orb is there, still there for protection. Tiny in a little bit too deep. Eurus Scepter up towards the air. The melee race has already been claimed. A quick little dusting. Nowhere to hide inside that Glimmer Cape protection. But the mid-racks is already gone, and VG Gaming will back out. There is some level of protection in the BKBs on Shachlo as well as Dream, but they want to fight. Gambit are coming out. Well, who have you got as your primary target? The Hawk needs to scout. Tiny in close already. Eurus seen by the Observer and Sentry, but so is the Wyvern. They realize they can't go on this one. Another toss combination. Have to go into the Shadow Realm. FNG pop pretty damn quickly. The Curse Crown's going to be on the Tiny. He's going to be careful to clip his own Drow Ranger. He is out of range of this. But this fight split to 2 different parts. The curse is already down. Wyvern will fall. The puck is trapped. The boat will come in and they hit him hard. Buyback is available for the puck, but Beastmaster protected slightly by his BKB, but Dream, he has to go ham if Gambit can have any chance to keep themselves alive in this game, because if they keep losing ball with the Beastmaster being the second quarter drop, you know VG Gaming is going to force the issue, even burning that 7-second BKB just to ensure a TP home. Now, I'm very interested to see if Puck's even going to have time to get to this Divine Rapier he has in his quick buy to work with the Daedalus. Understanding damage output, yeah, it's just not there. Ori up to high ground. 13 seconds before Puck's gonna respawn. That's a nice target. There's no borrowed time for FNG. That force-off way won't help him. He's down for a good minute. Dream, what have you really got to give? He's muted out. The nullifier is already going to work. And the bottom lane of Rax, it will be taken. The top lane's already pushing in, so they can probably get Mega just from the momentum. A three-man Dream Core. Now the Terrorize thrown out by Vampire. They'll all run out of it. Nightstalker copying so much damage from GPK. Finally, this Puck is doing some work. But the cheese already consumes it. Eurus, he's so running away, but that dance. Oh no! The E-Blade, wait for him. He needs to demonstrate the Lincoln Speed's got protected, but the Rift is there from GPK to find that kill. Gambit, assemble the army, keep the push going. They need more than what they've got if they're going to try and punish VG Gaming. TP out from Tiny will be successful. They won't find anything else.
Can Gambit capitalize on this at all? They are able to get back on the map because of these kills. Is that enough? We're going to see with this Rapier.
The invisible Dream looking to work together. Observer Wall gets planted down. Nightstalker quickly into the BKB. Curse is out. It's over on the Morphling. The Dream Core going to snap on the Nightstalker. The ship is going to actually help negate so much of this damage. Puck, they've got the Terrorize to come forward. GPK still trying to do the work, but they forced up the Nightstalker away. So much initiation from Gambit. And all of this happened while the Dro was down, but hey, she's back. TPing over towards the Shrine. Abaddon has nothing to survive. Say goodbye to the gem. The only upside for Gambit is Roshan is a long spawn timer. And it's the only upside they have. And, oh, maybe there's another one. The boots, the treads, they're sold. GPK has Rapier.
Wouldn't mind seeing Torrent Storm, but he doesn't have any of the Torrent talents. So they do give it to the Kunga, okay. If they get a kill or two, they will, but the Puck has to be really careful because even his buyback does have the Rapier he will drop.
Here they come. The Bramble defense around the tier 4 towers. Dro Ranger already removing a quarter of that first tier 4 tower, pumping into FNG. They do not want that borrowed time triggered already. Quick read on the Nightstalker. Toss forward. There's that borrowed time trigger. Raw over on the Tiny. Who does Gambit really go on? The Torrent combination. Are they ready for it? Dream under the cover of BKB. Just not doing enough. He has close damage over on Eurus. Now he's able to do that. Eurus is dropping very, very quickly. Dream needs a little bit more time. But the ships, they just keep on hitting down as well with the Avalanche toss combo. Yang gets himself a double kill. The Dream Call, the Puck. The work is now being done, but he's silenced up. He cannot phase shift that. He has to wait it out. Dro Ranger back to life thanks to Aegis Immortal. FNG putting his own into a horn to work. But they have to get back in without the Morphling Gambit. It's all or nothing now. But Nightstalker diving in deep. A triple kill for Yang. Dro Ranger ready to fight once more. Ripping through the Abaddon. Puck still with the Rapier playing the back lines. But the Avalanche toss combo silence. That'll be the game right there. He'll phase shift, but the GG is called. VG Gaming will 2-0 Gambit.
Just too much, man. There's so much health. How do you kill them? You have a Rapier Daedalus Puck and they're not dying.
Maybe EG has an answer.
Yeah.
They'll have a best of 5 in the grand final against VG Gaming to try and find a way to stop this rampaging lower bracket team.
Yeah, they had a convincing run throughout. Not only do they look good, but they look like they've been improving. And they seem to have a way to deal with the meta heroes. I think that's the most notable thing. And they clearly can address the Puck. Will they be able to address the Naga Sirens as such from the EG squad?